Good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't know where anybody is, but guess what? You guys are here in the room, and that's really all that matters.
Yes.
To find out, what did you just say? So when you hear the topic, Angie, what did you just say? What comes to mind? Why are you sitting in a seat?
I'm here to become a better agent.
Okay, so what is the topic? What did you just say? Make you a better agent.
Actually, it reminds me that I should listen the first time so I don't have to say, what did you just say?
Okay, I love that. Listening skills, right? So let's take that one step further. So why is it really important to you, whether buyer or seller, doesn't matter, investor, okay? Everything we're about to talk about is interchangeable for all. You don't have to reinvent the wheel for a different type of client. Why do you want to listen to what Kim just said? Why do we want to do that?
So we didn't respond.
To be able to respond properly. So if I don't listen and I'm automatically standing here thinking of what I want to say next or questions I want to ask, where could that take me in a conversation?
No, well, what we have done there, and I didn't ask why did this one happen? And so that potential client is now not my particular client.
Right.
Because I didn't really respond to that shit.
So you weren't listening to respond the way we were supposed to respond by listening to respond, the definition of a conversation.
Right.
You were thinking ahead of what you wanted to say, not based on what they said. Right. We had our own agenda as opposed to what is our agenda. Okay. Love that.
And then when at the end of the conversation, what did they, it's bad to say, to act on what did they say?
So, okay, I love that you just point out. Sometimes we wander off. Sometimes oh, that happens. Please, I am pure ADHD. What did you say? Huh? Okay, this topic is because I live it every day. Because it's hard as an agent to one, stay focused here for a longer period of time to hear everything. It's also really hard to not want to go with our agenda. Okay, here's my script. Oh, I gotta follow this. I gotta follow these questions. So then we tune a person out because we're thinking about the next question. So we need to practice that to perfect it. So what happens when, not if, we all do it. What happens when we wander off? Is it bad to ask a person what do they just say?
No, it's not. I would rephrase it. I'm sorry. Can you just explain a little bit more about blah, blah, blah?
Exactly. It's much better to be honest with the person and be like, okay, so we're going to summarize first. Okay, what I heard, Dawn, right? Dawn, what I heard you say, please correct me if I'm wrong, was that you really wanted to get your home sold to get over to California. And then I'm so sorry, I missed the last piece of why. Can you re-explain that to me? Can you go deeper into that? Can you tell me more about that? Any of those, pick one of those, you don't hold down, pick one of them. All right, this noise is gonna be on the whole time.
Yeah.
It's not a distraction. All right. So what we're going to go through is we're going to go through a few different types of verbiage to add into our conversation and why. Okay. Now, for those in the room in front of you, now if anybody's watching this recording, you got to reach out to get these. In front of you are two papers. One's called 7 Reasons to List During the Holidays. It is the end of September, which is insane. Okay, when we think about holiday, what comes to mind? Okay, Angie, I say the word holiday, what comes to mind?
Drinking.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are we going out? We're not going out? I thought that was an info.
I didn't listen.
I thought see, she didn't. I'm sorry, what did you just say?
We are going out.
She said drinking. I love that. Okay, what, when you think of the word holiday, what comes to mind?
Family gathering.
Family gathering, spending money. Okay, when I say the word holiday, what holiday comes to mind? Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Okay, it's Hanukkah and Halloween. Halloween's my holiday. That's my favorite one. And then Thanksgiving. So it is pure holiday season, which means you're going to start receiving, especially starting October 1st, you will start getting those holiday objections. Yeah, I think I want to start looking in the new year after the holidays. Oh, I think I want to, I do want to sell my house, but I think I want to wait until after the holidays. So we're going to listen to that word, holiday. And then these are different words you can say back to them. Now, I'm not going to go through this in detail right now. We will have a class on this as it gets more into October. I want to give this to you now as a thank you for attending. So you have it up front to start reading through these and practicing them. The other sheet you have in front of you are different ways to close a person, different closing tactics. Now, I'm not going to go through every one of these. We are going to have a fun little game with these beginning of October. We're going to have like a game day with closing tactics. However, when we think of what did you just say? Oops. Why are you not clicking? We want to think of, right, words have meaning. Every word here's an example. Let's say that you're talking to a buyer today. And the buyer's telling you all about how they really are tired of renting and they really want to get into a bigger space because they're feeling cramped and their kids are driving them crazy and they want a closer commute, all these things. You're listening to these words. You might ask for some clarification on some of the things they say for more meaning. But then let's say you say to them, okay, great. Well, you know what? Just whenever you're ready to see homes, just send me a few and let me know whenever you're ready. Is that the right verbiage?
No,
Correct. Why?
because you're leaving it up to them and they will never call you.
You're leaving up to them. They will never call you. So the what did you just say is also on us. It's not asking, it's not what did they say, it's also what are we saying? What are the words we're using? So if I say to, and there's so many different ways you do it. There's not just one way. We all have different personalities, right? My personal favorite is the alternative close with, I kind of do a mixture of mine. I usually do two. Where another agent that I know, their favorite's the soft, because they like taking a softer approach. So for example, it might sound like, wow, Dawn, I'm so excited to help you. I am so excited to represent you as your agent. Okay, what words did I just use there? I'm so
You assume that
excited.
you're your agent,
I'm their agent.
and you assume that you're their agent.
I'm assuming that I'm, right?
It's a done deal.
It's a done deal. I just did it with called a tie down. I did tie down words. I just tied them down. I put it in their brain. The words I used said to Dawn. I didn't say to her, hey, can I be your agent? Hey, when, can you hire me? Hey, I can't wait for whenever you're ready, let me know. That's kind of taking a back seat. We are the drivers. Buyers are drivers. They don't know what to do. They're not in real estate. They didn't take a 60-hour class that tells us nothing. To take the test multiple times to finally get licensed to get trained. They know nothing. We are their professionals. So we're going to say to them, hey, I'm so excited to help you on this journey to get you out of that cramped space to get into something bigger. And I'm so excited to represent you as your agent.
And I'm free on Tuesday at 3 and
And
Wednesday at
let
4.
me ask you, what works better for you, mornings or afternoons?
Mornings.
Mornings, great. I'm looking at my calendar. It
Okay.
works.
I've been trying to do that.
I'm looking at my calendar and I see that I have 9 AM and 11:30. Oh, thank you. I have 9 AM and I have 11:30 AM. Which one works best?
That's brilliant, actually, because we've been hearing, all the time, right? Don't ask questions that they have to say yes or no to.
Oh, look, it was like you knew the next slide.
But-
Perfect segue.
but
Seriously.
It's hard because.
Oh, it's
there are
super
a lot
hard.
of Questions that you have to ask that it's a yes or a no.
There will be questions that you ask that are yes or no. Close-ended questions are not bad, they're just bad up front. Okay, so difference between close and open. Open is what? What's an open-ended question? What does that mean?
I don't know.
It means they can't answer it with yes or no.
Oh, okay, that's it.
That's
open
the
up.
definition is open-ended questions mean a person. So if I say to you, do you know anyone who has an interest in, do you know anyone who's looking to buy or sell? Is that open or closed? Okay. Who do you know that might have a real estate goal that I could help? You're going to get a different response. Who, that word who, replacing the word do, that word who opens up a person's mind to get them thinking. Whether they know someone or not, now they're thinking. Do closes a person's mind, closes their mind to where when you say, do you know anyone? They don't think, they automatically, nope, you're not opening it up. If you say to someone, do you want 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms? Well, they're not thinking. You're not allowing them the process of thinking. So what's happening is they're going to be like, yep, sounds great. Because they're ignoring you. They are doing the dishes and watching Netflix while baking brownies and drinking a glass of wine. Okay. And getting their kids ready all at the same time while feeding the dog. Like 20 things at once. Okay. So when you use those words in a closed sentence, you're not allowing that person to open up and talk to you. They'll answer you. And you're going to think that they're talking to you, but they're not. They're literally answering to get you off the phone. Okay. So instead, we want to use words that open it up. Hey, describe for me. Wow. Now, a lot of you have seen this, but if you have not mastered this, which takes 10,000 hours to master, so none of us have mastered it yet, you will see the slide over and over and over again. Right? So different ways to ask it. Wow. Moving is a lot of hard work, Dawn. Like, what put that on your radar? That's exciting. Get them talking. Or, wow, what has you thinking about making a move? Get them talking.
Moving is a lot of hard work. What put that on your radar? What does that mean?
Like, what has you thinking about making a move? Like, wow, Angie, tell me about, like, I see you're looking at homes. That's exciting. Like, what has you thinking about making a move? That's my way of asking. That's my favorite question. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
I ask the exact same question. If I talk to 50 people today and they are all buyers, all 50. Oh, and by the way, sellers. So let's say 25 are sellers and 25 are buyers. That question's a go-to for all.
Right.
So it's literally the same question. Don't reinvent the questions you ask based on the type of person that you're working with, because it's the same question. Why work harder, not smarter, right? Hey, what's prompting you to consider moving? Now that doesn't sit well with me because the word prompted is not a word I use in my natural, like, day-to-day, right? So I might be like, hey, wow, what's motivating you to move? Because motivating is a word I use naturally, me personally.
I want walk-in closets.
You want walk-in closets? Wow, what's going to do for you? Do you have walk-in closets now?
Yeah.
So notice how I just had a closed ended. Do you have walk-in closets now?
Yeah.
That's an okay moment to ask that. Why?
Because I'm already in conversation.
We're in a conversation and I want to find out if she has them now. But now I'm going to ask an open. Well, why do you want walk-in closet? I love that. Why do you want that?
I shop a lot of GW.
Okay, what do you typically buy? Like, what's your favorite purchase?
I call it GW.
Oh, like Target. I go to Target a lot. I'm constantly going to Target every weekend, right? So it's okay to ask a close-ended question if it's going to guide you to an open one. Now, sometimes we're going to ask them very pointed questions. How are you planning to finance your new home? Will you need to go through a lender? Yes, no. Okay, we need to ask that. That's a yes or no question. It's not a touchy-feely question.
And how many bedrooms do you want?
Now, how can we open that up more?
Tell me about your dream home.
Now, in today's market, get rid of the word dream.
Hmm.
You'll never find it more. Don't use words dream. Don't also say this, don't, again, words have meaning and different markets
I
use
don't
different
like the
words.
word love. I don't like when they say, oh, I love the pictures. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
It's not something when you look at it, it's not, the pictures is not what you see.
you know what, Kim, I love that you love the pictures. It tells me your plan. So we want to welcome in what they're saying.
Right.
It builds rapport. Kim, oh my God, which one picture stood out to you?
Right.
You just mentioned pictures. Which one picture? Now, we haven't seen it yet, and that just as your agent, not all pictures are
Tell 1,000 words.
not all pictures are true. So what stood out to you about the pictures though? So I can start looking for homes that are similar as well. And is this the home that we want to set up a showing for? Let's see if the pictures are real. Now we're in a conversation, right? We're listening to respond.
So if you can't say dream, can you say, how
Describe-
do you envision? How do you envision your home?
How do you envision? Yeah, how do you envision your home? I love that, right?
Describe the perfect
Describe
scenario
me-
for you.
right, describe for me what your next home looks. Describe for me what your new home looks like.
Yeah.
Paint me a picture. So imagine you have a canvas. Here's my canvas. There it is right here. It's blank. And I am talking to Dawn. And I say, Dawn, trust me, I was a renter for 9 years. I hear you in getting out. I was in a 2-bedroom rental with cats and a daughter and a husband, and let's get you out of that place. I'm excited to help you when you're ready. Okay, and it sounds like you want to start checking out some homes sooner than later. Okay, tell me, so I can really help you. Tell me a little about what you're looking for. Just paint me a picture of that. Could be like that way. Now, when you say that, they're gonna answer the questions. Oh my God, I really want 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a finished basement, a back deck, a washer dryer on the bedroom floor. They will start saying things. And then what are we doing?
Taking notes. Right.
Writing. We're writing. We're just writing. Wow. Okay. Okay. What else? Yeah. What else? Those are your 2 favorite words. What do you say? What else?
What else?
What else? What else? Okay. So, and then we summarize. What's a summary? What does that mean?
What we heard.
What we heard. Okay. So let me just make sure I got it all. Okay. Another thing, because we're having a conversation. Don, let me make sure I got this all. I heard you say 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a finished basement. I heard a back deck. I heard washer and dryer on that bedroom floor. Okay. And I heard walk-in closet because you love shopping at GW. Okay, GW. Did I get that all correct? Did I miss anything? That's all right. Now those are closing. Did I get that all correct? Did I miss anything? Now they're gonna say yes or no. Now, I'm gonna take it one step further. What did you say he's leaving and why you say it? I don't know what any of that means to her. She's going from a 2-bedroom to 4. Why? She wants a washer and dryer, but she wants to make sure it's on the level with the bedrooms. Why? When she was saying everything, her tonality, this is why listening is so important. Her tonality was, yeah, I really want a 4-bedroom, 2 bathroom. I need that finished basement. Oh my God, on the back deck. What stood out?
Yeah.
Why did that stand out? What did you hear?
She doesn't have it now.
Hmm?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was, the way she said,
Oh my God, right? You heard words, oh my God, right?
She saw it when she was.
You
saying
heard
it.
excitement, she saw it. Listen to the tone. Listen to the tone as well. So the what did you say? What's he saying? What did he say? Why are they saying it? Right? So I'm gonna be like, okay. So I heard when you were describing everything, I have this, I'm painting a picture. Now I'm gonna ask more questions, what locations important, things like that. But you really emphasize that back then. Like I heard an oh my God there. Why?
You guys barbecue? Hello?
So that,
Do you have a
here's the
dog?
thing. If instead of asking a closed question like that, because that's a very yes or no, do you have a
yeah,
dog? No.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
barbecue? No.
Yeah.
How can we open it?
What do you like so much about having a deck?
Hey, what do you like so much about having a deck? Yep, you can even shorten it. Wow, I heard you say, oh my God, that deck. Why? Keep it real. Here's the thing. Think about if you're hanging out with your friend. Okay, you're out. She's out drinking all this thing. She's having margaritas. I don't know what was that what we're having?
yeah,
We're at Mexican having margaritas.
Martinis.
Martinis. Okay, we're having martinis. Okay, so you're out with your friend. You're at a barbecue. You're having martinis. You're wherever, and your friend, your closest friend, is talking to you about selling their home or buying a home or investing. Okay, we'll talk about selling and buying. By the way, this is the same exact conversation. Tell me about your current home. If they're selling, okay, walk me through your current home. Paint me a picture of your current home. Why do we need that? If I say to you, paint me a picture of your current home because you're selling, why do we ask that? What do you think?
Of your new home because you're selling.
Not the new home, current home.
Um,
Oh my God, I'm so excited to represent you as your agent and get your home sold.
oh,
get
because you
have-
wanna list their own home. That's
Tell me,
yourself.
paint me a picture, tell me a little bit about your current home.
Yeah.
I can't do a CMA without it. I can't do a CMA without knowing about your current home.
Yeah.
All right, now I do wanna know where they wanna buy, because if they wanna buy in Maryland, okay, paint me a picture of your new home. So I'll get both. One's for a CMA, the other one is to help the buyer home. But this, again, the same words go for all. Notice that?
These are great.
All right. So up here is an example opener. Now, many of you, I know two of you specifically have been in rooms with me and heard this. I know Therese has it as well. But this is the one thing in the 15 seconds that makes or breaks agent's results. And this is also one of the hardest 15 seconds an agent really masters. But it sets the tone for everything we do. So I'll give you an example. I sent a potential seller lead to an agent over the weekend. And what the call should have sounded like. Now, I wasn't on it. I don't know if it did. I don't know the outcome. But the opener of it should have been ring. Hey, Don. Hey, Don, this is Alana. I'm a local real estate agent with Keller Williams Legacy. Thank you so much for taking my call. I noticed at one point you were online and put something, wanting a free home evaluation, to see your home is worth in today's market. That's exciting. Like, what has you think about making moving in the future? You don't have to answer that. What happened there? What did you hear?
Oh, I don't wanna be talking to you right now. Come on, you go. Where'd you hear?
Digging for their motivation to move.
We're digging for the motivation to move.
You're talking fast.
I also talking fast. 'Cause You,
So that
you
you
had
get
15
A
seconds.
word in there to
You
say
have-
thank you, bye.
Exactly. You have 15 seconds to get a person to either stay on the phone and keep talking with you or hang up on you. 15 seconds max.
And you also said, thank you for taking my call, which makes them feel guilty about hanging up after you say that.
There's a reason that's there, as opposed to what do we typically say on a call? What, Does anybody have a,
You can say like, how you doing, or.
now here's the thing, if it's a friend, I'm gonna ask how they're doing. If it's someone I've talked to before and we have a relationship, I'm gonna ask how they're doing. If it is, no, actually, that's it. Those are the only ones. Nope, leave it there. But every single other call I make, even if it's a referral from somebody, but I've never talked to them, it's thank you as opposed to how are you? Why? Why do you think that is? So let me demonstrate it. Ready? All right.
Becomes a little, how are you become personal? Kind of, you're already friendly
There
to
you
the
go.
person.
How are you becomes personal, right?
Mhm.
Here's the thing, you're not personal yet. You're a stranger. So you can't get personal you can't get personal in 15 seconds. They will hang up on you or they'll make an excuse to get off the phone with you. So we need to control a conversation, and the only way to control a conversation is through questions. That's the only way to control a conversation is questions to get them talking. So here's the demonstration of what it could sound like. This is the wrong way to do it. Don't do this. Ring.
Hello?
Hey, this is Angie.
Who's this?
Hey, Angie, it's Alana. I'm a local real estate agent with Cohen's Legacy. How are you today?
I'm cooking right now, so not a good time.
Oh, okay. Well, I saw that. Who now has control? She is.
Me.
Yeah, she is. So I just handed I handed it over to her and I'm like, all right, she's either gonna hang up on me or this is gonna work. Hang up or this is gonna work. I just put myself in a corner as an agent having a 50-50 chance of successful phone call. Why not give yourself an 80% chance of a successful phone call? You'll never get 100. There's no such thing at all, ever, in anything in life. Don't strive for 100 unless you take a test and then strive for 100. That's fun. But if I'm like, hey, oh my God, Angie, thank you so much for taking my call. I noticed you. Now you can also put the thank you in something. Thank you so much for putting on some things online. That's really exciting that you're looking at homes. But why not making a move? So you could thank them for the call. If you did, let's say I did a Facebook ad. I could thank them for looking at my ad. Hey, thank you so much. I know thank you so much for checking out my ad online for some homes I'm listing. That's exciting. You're looking at, make a move at some point. What did you think about that? Don't put that on your radar. Right? Again, we're just trying to get them talking in 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Now, what if you were to say, wow, thank you so much, Kim, for taking my call. Thank you so much for taking my call, Kim. I noticed your home was on the market at one point in time. What lead am I calling right now? It's expired. Right. Are you still planning to sell it?
Yeah.
Okay, they never say this. What question did I just ask there?
Yes or no?
Are you planning to sell it?
Close.
No. Closed.
I was just wondering, let me think just a second. In your opinion, what contributed to your home not being sold?
So
Is that a good question?
I am going to say no to that.
Oh,
Here's
okay.
why. Now I like that question, but not until much further at the appointment.
Okay.
If you ask that question up front, you're going down a negative. Why do you think it didn't sell this good?
And that's why I said yes, because I want to ask you, what are you going to be different?
Right, so
So,
instead of that, it's, hey, I noticed your home was on the, never use expire, that's
Yeah.
a real estate term. I know your home was on the market at one point in time, in P-Law. When you were planning to sell, so you can take them to the past or the future. But the present is frustrating,
Right.
because it didn't sell, because they were hoping to be somewhere.
Right.
So I'm gonna either take past or future. The past sounds like, wow, when it was on the market, what had you think about moving? Hey, in the future, when you plan to, get it back on the market, when had you thinking about moving? Notice how the same words work for everything. Don't overthink it. We are the ones who get ourselves all stuck in our brains and like, Okay, so
So you're not
I
really
need-
giving them an opportunity to figure out what you want to do.
they will ask. So towards the end, they will absolutely ask that. And then what we're gonna do is deflect. Deflect means I'm gonna say, so again.
I
let's
love
have
to
you-
come over and show
Oh,
you
fantastic question. Go ahead, say it.
the question.
We can do differently.
What do you want to do differently?
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a thorough, inspection of the house and see what is the
I'm gonna
best.
pause there. Never use the word inspection because you're not an
Okay.
inspector.
True. Review,
So,
walk through the house and see and accentuate all the wonderful features that it has, so I can make sure that I market it to the right group of people.
Okay.
And,
we use the word market.
yeah, to the. right-
Now, I'm gonna shorten this.
Okay,
I'm gonna shorten this, because here's the thing. Our goal is to get our foot in the door.
yes,
So I like the word market. We want to keep that word. Wow, Kim, great question. Gonna acknowledge it. Great question. So I just heard what you said. When I come out and meet, that's exactly what I'm gonna walk through. Is it how I get homes sold and work a little bit differently than most agents. Regarding marketing, prospecting, etc.
I don't think the kitchen cabinets.
I will not touch your cabinets because if something
I've done that
breaks,
before.
I am held liable.
I know.
Because if something breaks, I now have to pay out of my own pocket and I'm held liable. So,
I wanted that, yeah.
so there you go. So, there's the thing, some agents do that, just have something in writing if they're gonna do something extra. And have everybody sign off on it and have lawyer done it, broker done. So. What you don't wanna do is respond with an actual answer. Oh, great question. So let me tell you all about my marketing strategy, how I'm different from all the other agents out there, how I try. You haven't seen the home, you haven't walked through, you haven't met them, you don't even know if you want to listen. You can't, it might be the price too high, it might be the agent didn't know how to market it, it might be the agent took pictures on their phone and buyer shop with their eyes, pay for freaking photography. It will always pay off. Okay, so it might be the agent was cheap and was like, I'm gonna take pictures with my phone. Don't do that. Right? Buyers shop with their eyes first. So why would a buyer want to see a house like that? It might be, there's so many different reasons. It might be price. It might not be price. But you don't know. Okay? You also don't truly know how you can help them until you sit down and you do a CMA and you go out to sit with them. What you do know is even if you've never sold a house before, what you do know is that you have the backing and support to market it and get it sold.
Do you say to your other agent do a good job for you?
How would you want to ask that? What if it's their mom?
Yeah, that's true.
Never, be very careful because you don't know who the other agent is. Right? Now, and obviously the answer is no. Here's the thing, a person woke up 6 months ago, all of you are selling your house today. Okay, and you all just spent, and went on the market, all of you went on the market today. And you spent 4 months getting it ready. And you spent all this time interviewing agents. And you hired cleaners and painters and carpet cleaners and all that. And then all of a sudden, you don't get any communication, very little showings, very little this, and 6 months later, 9 months later, 8 months later, pick the month. You're now getting all these calls, which sometimes you don't even know it's off the market. Your agent didn't even tell you. And you were hoping to be living in California by now for your new job. And you had to postpone your new job. And your job's now giving you a deadline. Now you have to move to California, rent a place, spend extra money while you're paying your mortgage. Are you happy? Did that agent do a good job? No, because you'd be in California already with a new house on your money that you bought, you got sold your house. Do you still want to sell your house? You're already living in California. Yeah, you do. Right. So it's number one. I know we went off on a tangent for the expire. That's a whole other topic. But you see how the words, right? How we ask questions, what we ask questions, where we take people in a conversation.
I have a question. So if they say, well, what, how would you do a better job? Or how do you see, how would you sell my house? And we say, well, thank you, that's a great question. And, first I would like to come by and do a walkthrough with you. What would the follow up be of that? As you said, the answer I gave, you said it was too long, so we want to shorten it.
Yeah, so, yeah, you know what, great question. Here's what I'd love to do.
Oh,
What I'd love to do
so
is
that's next.
come on
step.
out, introduce myself. That's what you're doing, right? Introduce myself. Do a walkthrough with to provide you an updated market analysis because it's different than what it was when it first got on the market. This market's changed. Sit down and really walk you through how I market homes to get them sold. The strategies and tactics I use.
Wait.
I'm also recording this, so feel free, I can send this to you and you can take let me
So
see.
sit down
This will be 38 minutes into the recording, write down 38 minutes into the recording. So when I send it, you can literally fast forward
So
to
you
38.
said sit down and
Sit down, introduce myself, provide you with an updated market analysis as the market's changed. Walk you through how I market homes to be sold. And just really see, really, to be honest with you, interview for the opportunity to be able to help you get to California, because you were hoping to be there already. And that's what we're doing, right? We're interviewing for an opportunity. They're interviewing us, we're interviewing them right back.
thank you.
Okay. So notice how those words stayed in a very positive, right? What we say and how we ask things matter. Now we talk about close-ended questions. There is a time and place for them. Right? Hey, I heard you say, Kim, I heard you say that getting out of your small apartment and into something bigger has been on your mind for a year now. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And the only thing holding you back is not really knowing what you qualify for, like where your buying power is in the beginning. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, those were close. But why is a close-ended good at that point? Why would we want that?
Because you already have a relationship.
Relationship?
I would like to lock it in.
Locking in, right? So we have a relationship, but I'm locking in what they just said. I'm locking in their words, right? To move it forward. Right. So another way, so for example, wouldn't it make sense? All right. So Dawn, we just went through everything. You painted me a picture of everything you're looking for. I'm so excited to help your journey. Wouldn't it make sense for the next step to be, so you could say, wouldn't it make sense? I just say the next step is, right? You could ask, all right, Dawn, now this is a soft close. This is not my style, but some agents like this. There's nothing wrong with this style. You have to find your own. Dawn, I'm so excited to help you get some sanity back in your life and get out of your apartment and in this bigger place. Are you ready to move forward? So that right there is, now if she said no, what does that mean?
Just a follow-up.
Right before, I don't know that yet. I don't know.
But I would
If
ask,
she said no, there's something lingering. What is it that's lingering?
may I ask why?
May I ask what? So yes, we want to ask why. Why? What's lingering? What's sitting there? And it starts with an O. An objection. She has an objection that I haven't uncovered yet. She has something, she has a lack of knowledge. An objection is simply a lack of knowledge. That's all it is. So she says, well, I don't know if, I want to do this, but maybe I'll wait a little bit. Okay, listen, I'm here for whenever you're ready. And at each point, do you mind me asking what's holding you back? What do you think might hold you back? There's something, there's a reasoning. There are words that need to be said. I need to listen to what she says. I also need to really hear her tone. right? She's either going to say something that is reality-based, I have to wait until,
Ready, fix my credit or.
okay, now here's the thing, I have to wait till I fix my credit. That could be reality-based, it might not be, because she hasn't talked to someone. But I don't know that, so, wow, so Don, first of all, thanks for letting me know. Right, that concern of yours. Besides the credit, anything else might be bad. So she says no. Have you spoken with a local private lender, a local private lender who works with people, not to buy a house, not to figure that out, but just to figure out where you are in your buying power regarding credit? Almost everybody says no. Okay. Wouldn't it make sense? Here you go. This is where I would use this. Don, wouldn't it make sense to connect with a local private lender? You're not buying a house tomorrow. We're not even going on showings. Okay, don't even worry about that. What they're going to do though is take a few minutes, educate you on the process, but also tap into what your buying power is. Just see where you start. You'll be surprised. Some people actually can do something sooner than what they think. Right. Or they're going to educate you on okay, what needs to happen and what's your time frame. Now we have a game plan. Now we have somewhere to go with this. By the way, that's exactly what I'm saying in this first.
No, and that's been because I had situations there. And I told you that.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I had a situation where I was doing something myself, like this. So I heard it as an agent, but I didn't respond. And I was like, oh man, so they said this, but I couldn't figure out what to say. And so that's what I'm not here. I can still go back. Say something.
Oh, absolutely. We can always go back. Yeah, we can always go back. By the way, anybody we have, this is an amazing time of year to follow up. By the way, I say that every month. So pretty much every day. And any class you sit in, I will always say it's an amazing time of year to follow up. If we've had people who say, well, I want to wait for the credit, but we haven't connected them with the lender. If we have people who say, well, I want to sell, but if we have people who say, I want to sell, but I need to wait until
After the holidays.
after the holidays. Well, guess what? You have an entire sheet to read off of. Pick one, don't read them all. All right, pick one or two. But now you can call them back and ask more questions to understand more. Doesn't mean that they're going to choose, yes, let me move forward. But if you never ask, what is the answer? You won't know. If you never ask, the answer is always no. Right? If you never ask people who they know for referrals, you'll never get them. If you never ask people to move forward to the next step, they're never going to move forward because they won't know. If you never ask people why they want to do something and what's holding them back, how can we actually help?
Also, when I introduce them to new lenders, or when I'm telling them I will introduce them to new lenders, I always say that it's free.
It's
Some people think that, oh, they're gonna do all of that.
free is a big word.
Just the charge, especially if
Yeah.
you don't understand lenders.
Free is a big word. Also, unless you charge an admin fee when working with somebody who's looking to buy, that's also a great word to use. Right.
What do you mean?
So again, unless you're charging an admin fee, which
Yeah.
to be honest, I'd recommend against
Oh,
doing.
yeah.
For my first 3 years, I didn't charge 4 years, I didn't charge an admin fee, and it was, hey, listen. As your agent, unless extenuating circumstances, I'm free to do and solid pacing. There's a lot of people out there think, oh my God, I need thousands of dollars to pay this person to go look at things.
But
When I say buyers know nothing, buyers know nothing. Assume that they actually know the opposite of what their actual truth is.
well, I'm free, but
Hmm.
you say I'm free, but you said extremely.
Extenuating circumstances, meaning if I find like a for sale by owner for you or like an off market property and they refuse to pay, then they have to pay me. Yeah. That would be the
So you
extenuating.
explain,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then you explain the admin fee as,
When I'm at the first showing and they're signing a buyer agency is when I explain the admin fee. And that is to, my admin fee explanation is literally this standard admin fee, words, standard, right, words. This standard admin fee goes to when we do find a property and it goes under contract. It is not said and done. There's inspections, there's timetables, there's tasks, there's things to get to the settlement table. So this actually goes to my transaction coordinator, Julie, from Bullpen Management, who's gonna get us and get you from A to Z to the settlement. Because there's a lot that goes into that for the actual settlement. And we need a professional to do that. And that's also, yeah, that's my explanation of the admin fee. You can kind of come up with whatever you want. All right, final thing I want to go over is verbiage on appointment setting, right? So again, we're talking about words. Great, the next step is. Now, by the way, buyer, seller, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter right here. Same thing. Stop changing it. One-stop shop. Great. The next step is to meet. Now, you could say, let me put you on hold. I personally say, great, the next step is to meet. I'm looking at my calendar, or let me take a quick look at my calendar. Even if I'm driving, I will say that. Even if I'm not looking at my calendar, I will say that. The word calendar means something, means commitment. Looks like we can carve out time today at 2 or tomorrow at 4. Now, I like to do the, I usually do the alternative before I give them 2 time slots. Let me ask you, because people like options, let me ask you which works better, morning or afternoon? Great, afternoon. Let me look at my calendar. Okay, great. I can carve out some time today at 2 or tomorrow at 4:30. Which works better for you? Oh, neither. Okay, what time do you get home from work? You don't get home until 5:30. Okay, hold on. Let me take a quick look. All right, I do have I can be over by 5:45.
Or let's make it 6.
You know what?
2 minutes.
Exactly. You know what? Let's make it 6. You have a little time to, get home, everybody forgets those like 5:45, 6:15, like people forget those times. Like they exist. So hey, you know what? Let's do 6 o'clock. How does 6 o'clock tomorrow sound? Now here I'm not giving you 2 options. I'm just giving you the one based on you saying you don't get home at 5:30. I'm going to save this spot for you. Now, this says I'm going to save this spot for you. What that means is I'm going to turn down anyone else that wants that spot. Is there anything you can think of that would prevent you from keeping this time slot, this commitment? Now, that's one way of saying it. Another way of saying it, right? Because you got to here's the thing, you take this and then you make it yours, but you always leave in certain things. The word calendar must be left in there. Giving them options, preferably 2, must be left in there. So another way that I word the bottom thing is, hey, done. All right, so I just put you on my calendar. I'm going to send you a calendar invite right now. Notice how I just put you on my calendar. I'm going to send you a calendar invite. That basically says I'm saying there's no spot, right? Now I do ask, let me ask you, is there anything that you can think of that might get in the way or, might pop up for tomorrow at 6?
And then you will call the next day to confirm, right? Or text.
Yes. Sometimes.
I
Yes.
guess maybe it's
Depends
better
on
not
listening.
to because they can say no.
Right,
It's better to just show up at
that
the
right
door.
there is a 50-50 right there. Meaning half agents call and confirm or text and confirm and others don't. You will find benefits and you will find pros and cons to both. I like confirming, but I usually say, hey, I'm going to send you a calendar invite right now. Or not right now, I'm driving. I'm going to send you a calendar invite in just a little bit. What I want you to do is, are you going to be in front of your email in the next hour? Or do you have it on your phone? Okay. Take a look at the calendar invite, make sure you received it. I want to make sure it didn't go to spam and if you can accept it, that locks it in. Now, if I send that today and my appointment's tomorrow at 6 and 9 AM, there's no acceptance of the calendar invite that she was supposed to accept. Oh, yeah, I'm calling.
Yeah, I see.
I'm calling, yeah.
And also it's also a reminder.
Oh, it's yeah, well, a reminder. Now, here's the thing, when you call or text to confirm, again, words, don't say, hey, so are we still good for today at 6? That gives them an out.
See you at 6.
Hey, you want to make them feel bad. All right, you want to make them feel bad and guilty. Okay, I'm gonna say that. And here's what that sounds like. Hey, Kim, I'm so excited to see you tonight at 6. I've already looked up some properties. I've already worked out so it depends on buyer or seller, right? Depending on what you're.
I've done a profile of your
I've
property.
already done a profile of your property and did the market analysis and have my marketing plan all put together for you. I'm so excited to see you tonight at 6. By the way, both of you are still gonna be there, right? Awesome, see you at 6. So now she just heard, I just did all this work for her. She's gonna feel really bad canceling. So again, when we say, let me kind of close this out here, when we say the words, what do you, words, right? What do you say? What do you say? It's twofold. It's listen to respond, right? What are they saying? Really listen to them. Why are they saying that? How are they saying it? But then it's also, what words are we using? Right? Are we going in and saying, hey, I noticed you're looking at home. That's exciting. So do you want to buy? No, not now. Okay, bye. I'll follow up. Look, don't do that. Oh my God, I know she's looking at homes. That's exciting. What has you looking at homes? What has you think about moving? Whenever you're ready. There's a difference.
Yeah,
Open, close.
yeah.
Getting to know someone. Hanging up on yourself. You might as well just do it. All right, helpful?
Yes, sorry.
Awesome.